Tonight the world around you is becoming quieter, the long day is finally beginning to fade away, and maybe your body feels tired in ways that words cannot fully explain. Maybe your heart has been carrying silent pressure for too long. Maybe there are thoughts inside your mind that never truly stop moving. But for this moment, you do not need to solve everything. You do not need to keep holding every burden by yourself. Because Jesus is near to you tonight, gentle, calm, and full of peace. Sometimes people spend so much time trying to appear strong that they forget their soul also needs rest. They continue smiling in front of others while quietly feeling exhausted inside. They carry worries nobody sees, fears nobody hears, sadness they never speak about, and over time the heart becomes heavy without even realizing it. But tonight, God wants your soul to breathe again. He wants your mind to slow down. He wants your weary heart to remember that you are not alone in this night. As you rest here quietly, allow your breathing to become softer. Let your shoulders loosen little by little. Let the tension inside your body slowly leave. Because there is nothing you must prove tonight. There is nowhere you need to rush to anymore. This moment is simply a place of peace between you and God, a quiet space where your soul can finally stop striving for a little while. Jesus understands the hidden exhaustion inside people. He understands the nights when thoughts become louder in the dark. He understands the moments when anxiety quietly wraps around the heart. He understands emotional pain, disappointment, loneliness, and fear, and even now His presence remains gentle toward you, never harsh, never distant, always patient and full of mercy. Maybe today did not go the way you hoped. Maybe there are conversations still replaying inside your mind. Maybe there are things you wish you could change, moments you wish you could redo. But dear friend, the grace of God is larger than every regret. His compassion reaches deeper than every anxious thought, and His peace can still calm your soul tonight. The world teaches people to constantly carry more pressure, more worry, more responsibility, more fear about tomorrow. But Jesus speaks differently to tired hearts. He softly reminds you that you were never created to live without peace. He invites weary souls into rest, not temporary escape, but real rest. Deep rest that reaches into the very center of the heart. Tonight you can let go for a little while. You can stop rehearsing every fear about the future. You can stop carrying tomorrow before it arrives. Because God is already waiting there ahead of you. His presence already surrounds the moments you have not even stepped into yet. And nothing about your future is unknown to Him. As the night becomes still, let yourself become still too. Listen to the quietness around you. Feel the safety of this moment. Feel the calmness slowly entering your breathing. Your body does not need to remain tense anymore. Your heart does not need to stay guarded every second. Because the peace of Jesus is safe, gentle, and steady. There are people who have lived with emotional pain for so long that they no longer notice how tired they really are. They become used to carrying invisible wounds, used to pretending they are fine, used to surviving instead of truly resting. But tonight God wants to remind your soul that healing is still possible. Peace is still possible. Hope is still possible, even after difficult seasons. Maybe there are silent disappointments you never told anyone about. Maybe there are nights when loneliness feels heavier than usual. Maybe you sometimes wonder if anyone truly understands what your heart carries. But Jesus sees every hidden struggle. He notices every silent tear, every fearful thought, every moment when your heart quietly felt overwhelmed, and His love for you has not changed. Tonight you do not need to fight for His attention. You already have it. You do not need to earn His care. He already cares deeply for you, even now while you lie here tired and emotionally drained. The mercy of God still surrounds your life. Sometimes peace does not come from finally understanding everything. Sometimes peace comes from realizing you no longer have to carry life alone. And tonight Jesus is reminding your soul that He is still with you, still walking beside you, still holding you together even in moments when you feel weak. The night can make fears feel louder. Worries often grow heavier in silence. But this can also become a sacred moment. A moment where your soul remembers that God never sleeps. While you rest tonight, His love continues watching over you. While your breathing slows down, His presence remains near, faithful, calm, and unchanging. Take another slow breath now. Let your mind settle a little more. Let your heart become quieter. There is no pressure here, no performance. No need to hide your exhaustion from God. He already understands every part of you completely, and still His love remains steady. Jesus often spoke peace into fearful hearts, not shame, not pressure, not condemnation, but peace. He knew how fragile people can become under the weight of life. And tonight His voice still speaks gently to weary souls, reminding them they are safe in His care. You may feel uncertain about tomorrow, but you do not need tomorrow's strength tonight. You only need enough grace for this moment, and God is already giving it to you now, breath by breath, moment by moment, quietly surrounding your soul with His peace. As your body begins to relax more deeply, allow every anxious thought to slowly drift away. You do not need to keep replaying every fear inside your mind. You do not need to keep carrying every emotional burden into the night. Place those worries gently into the hands of Jesus. Let Him hold what you were never meant to carry alone. The peace of God moves gently through the soul. It softens tension, calms racing thoughts, quiets fear, and slowly reminds tired hearts that they can finally rest again. And tonight that peace is reaching toward you. Maybe you have spent too much time being strong for everyone else. Maybe you rarely allow yourself to slow down. Maybe your heart has quietly become exhausted from always trying to hold everything together. But dear friend, God never asked you to carry life without His help. His presence was always meant to walk beside you. Even now, while the night grows darker outside, the love of Jesus remains like a steady light within the soul, calm, warm, and faithful. His peace is not fragile. It does not disappear when life becomes difficult. It remains steady through uncertainty, through fear, through emotional storms, and through long restless nights. You are not forgotten tonight. You are not invisible to heaven. Your prayers have not gone unheard. Your pain has not gone unseen. God still knows your name. He still understands your heart, and He still cares deeply for every part of your life. Allow your breathing to slow once more. Feel your body resting more heavily now. Feel the quietness surrounding you. Let every fearful thought become softer and more distant, because tonight your soul is being gently invited into peace. Jesus is near to you in this moment, closer than your fears, closer than your worries, closer than the sadness inside your heart, and His presence is not rushing you, not pressuring you, only gently reminding you that you are safe to rest now. The love of God does not disappear when you feel tired. His mercy does not leave when your faith feels weak. His compassion remains steady even in nights when your heart feels overwhelmed. And tonight He is still holding you with kindness and peace. Soon your thoughts can become quieter. Soon your breathing can become slower. Soon your heart can finally begin resting more deeply, because the presence of Jesus is filling this moment with calmness, comfort, and gentle peace. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank You for staying close to us during quiet and difficult nights. Thank You for understanding every hidden fear and every burden we carry inside our hearts. Please calm anxious thoughts tonight. Bring peace to tired minds and rest to weary souls. Help us release every worry into Your loving hands. Remind us that we are never alone. Surround this night with Your gentle presence, and let Your peace remain within us as we sleep. Amen. As this quiet night continues, let your heart settle a little deeper into peace. The world outside may still feel noisy and uncertain, but here in this moment you do not need to carry every weight upon your shoulders anymore. You can simply rest, breathe slowly, and allow the gentle presence of Jesus to calm the hidden places inside your soul. Sometimes the deepest exhaustion does not come from physical work. It comes from carrying emotional pain for too long, from overthinking every situation, from trying to stay strong while silently feeling overwhelmed inside. Many people smile during the day while privately fighting battles nobody else can see. And perhaps tonight your heart feels tired in that same quiet way. But Jesus understands every hidden burden you carry. He sees the pressure you never talk about, the fears you try to ignore, the sadness you hide behind silence. And even now His love remains patient toward you. He is not disappointed in your weakness. He is not far away from your pain. He stays close to weary hearts, especially during nights like this. Maybe there are moments from your past that still hurt when you remember them. Maybe there are words spoken over your life that left invisible wounds deep inside your heart. Maybe disappointment slowly taught you to expect less from life. But tonight the peace of God is gently reminding your soul that your story is not over yet. Healing can still happen, hope can still grow, and your heart can still find rest again. Jesus never asked tired people to pretend they were fine. He welcomed the weary, the anxious, the burdened, and the emotionally exhausted. His presence has always been a safe place for fragile hearts, and tonight you are allowed to rest there too. Take a slow breath now. Let your body soften against the bed beneath you. Release the tension from your shoulders. Relax the muscles in your face. Let your hands rest peacefully. There is nowhere you must rush to tonight. There is nothing you must fix right now. This moment belongs to peace. Sometimes people become so used to carrying stress that they forget what true calmness feels like. The mind keeps racing even in quiet rooms. The heart stays tense even when the day is over. But little by little tonight, let the peace of Jesus teach your soul how to rest again. The love of God is gentle. It does not force or pressure. It quietly surrounds tired hearts with comfort. It stays near during lonely nights. It whispers peace into anxious minds. And even now His presence is closer to you than you realize. You may feel uncertain about many things in life right now. Perhaps you worry about the future. Perhaps you feel emotionally drained from situations you cannot control. Perhaps there are prayers you have waited a long time to see answered. But dear friend, God has not forgotten you. Even in seasons of silence, His love remains faithful. Sometimes the heart grows weary from carrying unanswered questions. People wonder why certain things happened, why some wounds lasted so long, why life became heavier than expected. But tonight you do not need every answer in order to rest. You only need to remember that Jesus is still beside you through every uncertain moment. As the night grows quieter, imagine every anxious thought slowly drifting farther away. You do not need to replay every fear inside your mind anymore. You do not need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. Let tonight become a place where your soul simply rests in the care of God. Jesus often brought peace to people in the middle of storms. Not after the storm disappeared, but right in the middle of fear and uncertainty. And even now His peace still reaches people during difficult nights, during emotional exhaustion, during moments when life feels overwhelming. Maybe your heart has been carrying disappointment for a very long time. Maybe you became strong because life forced you to become strong. Maybe you learned to hide your pain because you feared nobody would understand it. But God understands every silent ache within you. He sees the wounds hidden beneath your smile, and His compassion toward you has never changed. Tonight you can stop trying to hold everything together by yourself. You can rest your thoughts for a little while, because the mercy of God is already holding you, even now while you lie here quietly breathing in the stillness of this night. The peace of Jesus is different from the temporary comfort the world offers. The world often gives distraction, noise, and escape, but the peace of Christ reaches deeper. It touches the soul itself, calming fear, softening sorrow, and gently reminding tired hearts that they are safe in His presence. You are allowed to rest tonight without fear. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to release the pressure of needing to control everything, because God is already present in the unknown parts of your future. Perhaps there are nights when loneliness feels especially heavy, moments when the silence around you makes old memories return, moments when your heart quietly wonders if anyone truly sees your pain. But Jesus remains near even in those hidden moments. His presence fills lonely spaces with peace and comfort. There is nothing too broken for His love to reach, nothing too heavy for His grace to carry, and nothing too painful for His peace to gently begin healing over time. As your breathing continues slowing down, allow your soul to become lighter. Let every fearful thought lose its grip little by little. You do not need to carry every emotional burden into tomorrow. Place those worries softly into the hands of God tonight. The heart was never meant to live in constant fear. It was created to experience peace, hope, love, and rest in the presence of God. And even if life has felt difficult lately, His peace is still available to you right now. Jesus sees the version of you that other people never notice. He sees the hidden exhaustion, the emotional battles, the tears nobody witnessed, the moments when you quietly felt like giving up, and still He stays near with compassion and kindness. You are not weak because you feel tired. You are human, and tired hearts also deserve gentleness. They deserve rest. They deserve moments where they no longer need to pretend everything is okay. And tonight God welcomes your weary soul into His peace exactly as you are. Maybe your mind has spent too much time focused on fear lately. Fear about tomorrow, fear about failure, fear about losing people you love, fear about things you cannot control. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your heart that His presence is greater than every fear surrounding you. Even now, while darkness fills the sky outside, the love of God continues surrounding your life quietly and faithfully. His mercy has not run out. His compassion has not disappeared. His peace still remains available for your tired soul tonight. Take another slow breath now. Feel the calmness entering your body more deeply. Let your thoughts become softer. Let your heartbeat relax. Let this moment become peaceful and safe, because Jesus is with you here in the stillness of this night. The future does not need to frighten you tonight. God will still be there tomorrow just as He is with you now. His faithfulness will not suddenly disappear. His love will continue walking beside you step by step through every season ahead. As sleep slowly begins drawing near, may your heart release its heaviness. May your mind become quieter. May your soul feel wrapped in the calm and gentle peace of Christ. And may this night become a place of deep rest for every tired part within you. The night is becoming quieter now, and as the hours slowly pass, let your heart move deeper into rest. Let your breathing become softer, slower, calmer, because this moment does not belong to fear anymore. It belongs to peace. Gentle peace that comes from knowing Jesus is still near to you tonight. Maybe today left your soul feeling heavy. Maybe your mind became tired from thinking too much. Maybe your heart carried silent emotions you never fully expressed. But right now you do not need to keep holding everything together. You can finally rest for a while, because God already understands every hidden feeling within you. There are moments in life when people become emotionally exhausted without realizing how deeply tired they truly are. They continue moving through each day, continuing responsibilities, continuing conversations, continuing routines, while quietly carrying stress and sadness inside. But tonight Jesus is inviting your weary soul to slow down and breathe again. You were never meant to live every day overwhelmed by fear, constant pressure, and endless worry. Your heart was created for peace. Your soul was created to rest in the presence of God. And even now His love is gently surrounding you in the quietness of this night. As you lie here resting, allow every muscle in your body to soften a little more. Release the tension in your shoulders, relax your hands, let your forehead become smooth and calm, because there is nothing you must prove tonight. There is no burden you must carry alone anymore. Jesus knows how fragile the human heart can become after long seasons of pain, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion. He understands the nights when people feel emotionally drained from trying to stay strong for too long, and his response has always been compassion, gentleness, and peace. Maybe there are still memories that quietly hurt when they return to your mind, moments you wish had ended differently, words you wish you never heard, losses you still struggle to fully accept. But dear friend, your pain does not scare God away. He moves closer to broken hearts, not farther away. Tonight His presence is gently reminding you that healing is not impossible. Even if your heart has carried sadness for a very long time, peace can still grow slowly within your soul again, like soft light returning after a long dark night. The world often teaches people to hide their weakness, to act strong even when they feel overwhelmed. But Jesus never asked weary people to pretend they were fine. He welcomed tired souls with kindness. He stayed close to anxious hearts. And even tonight His love remains patient toward you exactly as you are. You do not need perfect faith in order to rest tonight. You do not need to have every answer. You do not need to understand every part of your future. You only need to remember that God is still holding your life gently in His hands. Sometimes fear grows louder during the night, worries seem bigger in silence, and loneliness can feel heavier when the world becomes still. But even in moments like these, the peace of Christ continues surrounding your soul quietly and faithfully. Jesus is not rushing you tonight. He is not placing more pressure on your already tired heart. Instead, His presence gently invites you into stillness, into safety, into deep spiritual rest that calms both the mind and the soul. Take another slow breath now. Feel the air filling your lungs calmly. Feel the quietness around you. Feel the safety of this moment, because right here and right now you are being carried by the mercy of God. Perhaps your heart has been carrying worries about tomorrow, concerns about your future, fears about things beyond your control. But tonight you can place those fears into the hands of Jesus, because tomorrow does not belong to fear. Tomorrow still belongs to God. The peace of Jesus is steady even when emotions feel unstable. His love remains faithful even when life feels uncertain, and His presence does not disappear during difficult seasons. In fact, many people discover His deepest comfort during the nights when they feel weakest. Maybe there were moments recently when you felt unseen, unheard, or emotionally distant from everyone around you, but heaven has not forgotten you. God still knows your heart completely. He still understands the silent pain nobody else notices, and His compassion toward you remains full and endless tonight. As this peaceful night continues, let your thoughts become quieter little by little. You do not need to replay every painful memory anymore. You do not need to keep imagining worst-case scenarios. Allow your soul to rest instead. Allow the calm presence of Jesus to slowly quiet the storm within you. There is something deeply healing about knowing you no longer have to carry life alone, And tonight Jesus is reminding your heart that His presence has never left you, even during the hardest moments, even during nights when you felt emotionally exhausted. He remained near. You are not failing because you feel tired sometimes. You are not weak because your heart occasionally struggles. Difficult seasons affect people deeply, but the grace of God remains strong enough to hold you even when your own strength feels small. The mercy of God is gentle toward weary souls. It does not shame people for struggling. It patiently brings comfort, healing, and peace little by little, and tonight that gentle mercy is surrounding your life. As your breathing slows again, let your entire body sink more deeply into rest. Let your heartbeat become calmer. Let your mind loosen its grip on fear, because this night does not need to be controlled by anxiety anymore. Jesus often spoke peace into fearful situations. Storms became calm, anxious hearts found rest, weary people discovered hope again, and even now His peace still reaches tired souls in quiet bedrooms late at night. Perhaps your soul has been longing for rest for a very long time, not just physical sleep, but true inner peace. The kind of peace that allows the heart to finally feel safe again. And tonight God is gently leading you toward that place of calmness. You do not need to earn His love through perfection. His care for you does not disappear when life becomes messy. His compassion remains steady through every high and low, through every fear and every fragile moment. Right now, in this quiet night, you are fully seen by God, fully known, fully cared for, and deeply loved. Let every anxious thought slowly drift farther away now. Let every fear become quieter, softer, weaker, because the presence of Jesus is becoming the loudest thing surrounding your heart tonight. Soon your eyes may begin feeling heavier, your breathing may become slower, your thoughts may gently fade into stillness, and as sleep slowly comes closer, may the peace of God continue covering every tired part of your soul with comfort and rest. You are safe tonight. You are loved tonight. You are not alone tonight. Jesus remains near, calm, gentle, and faithful, and His peace will continue holding your heart as you rest. Tonight, as the world slowly grows quieter again, let your heart rest gently in the presence of God. Let your breathing slow down. Let your thoughts become softer, because this moment is not meant for fear. This moment is meant for peace, and Jesus is still near to you even now. Sometimes people carry fear so quietly that nobody around them notices it. They continue smiling, working, helping others, and trying to stay strong, while deep inside their heart feels tired from constantly worrying about tomorrow, worrying about finances, relationships, health, the future, and all the unknown things life places in front of them. But tonight you do not have to carry every fear by yourself anymore. Jesus understands how easily the human heart becomes overwhelmed. He understands how exhausting anxiety can feel, especially during long quiet nights when the mind refuses to rest, and even now His presence remains gentle toward your weary soul. Maybe there are situations in your life that feel uncertain right now. Maybe you are waiting for answers that still have not arrived. Maybe you feel emotionally drained from trying to control things that remain outside your hands. But dear friend, God is already present within every unknown part of your future. Nothing ahead of you is hidden from Him. The future may feel unclear to you, but it does not feel unclear to God. His eyes already see tomorrow. His love is already waiting there. His peace can already reach the places your heart is still afraid of tonight. As you rest here quietly, allow your shoulders to relax a little more. Release the tension from your body. Unclench the worries inside your mind, because you were never meant to carry life without the help of God beside you. Fear often convinces people they must handle everything alone. It whispers that rest is dangerous, that slowing down means losing control. But Jesus gently teaches something different. He reminds tired hearts that peace is possible even before every problem disappears. Tonight, let that truth settle softly into your soul. You do not need a perfect life in order to experience the peace of God. His comfort can still reach you during uncertain seasons, during emotional exhaustion, during moments when your heart feels fragile and afraid. Maybe you have spent too much time expecting the worst. Maybe disappointment in the past taught your heart to stay guarded. Maybe fear became such a familiar feeling that peace now feels distant. But tonight Jesus is gently inviting your soul to trust again, slowly, quietly, one breath at a time. There are moments when anxiety becomes so constant that people forget what calmness feels like. They lie awake replaying worries again and again, imagining painful outcomes, carrying tomorrow before it even arrives. But dear friend, tonight you are allowed to stop carrying those fears for a little while. The presence of God is not filled with panic. His Spirit is steady, peaceful, gentle, and calm, and even now that peace is slowly surrounding your heart. Take another slow breath now. Feel the bed supporting your body. Feel the quietness of the room around you. Let every heavy thought become a little lighter, because right now you are safe in this moment. Jesus never ignored fearful people. He moved toward them with compassion. He understood how heavy life could become, and His words often brought comfort to anxious hearts. Even now His voice still speaks softly to weary souls during quiet nights like this. Perhaps there are fears you rarely talk about, fears about failing, fears about losing someone you love, fears about not being enough, fears about what tomorrow may bring. But God already sees every hidden worry within you, and His love remains greater than every fear trying to overwhelm your heart. You do not need to pretend to be strong tonight. You do not need to hide your exhaustion from God. He already understands everything your soul carries, and still He remains patient, loving, and close beside you. As the night continues growing deeper, allow your mind to slowly release the pressure of needing to control everything. There are some burdens too heavy for the human heart to carry alone, and tonight Jesus is gently asking you to place those burdens into His hands. The peace of Christ does not rush people. It slowly quiets the noise inside the soul. It softens tension. It calms racing thoughts. It reminds exhausted hearts that they are still loved, still protected, and still held by God. Maybe your heart feels tired from waiting for healing, waiting for answers, waiting for life to finally feel lighter again. But even in waiting seasons, God remains near. His silence is not abandonment. His timing is not absence. His love continues working quietly even when you cannot fully see it yet. Tonight your soul does not need to solve every problem before resting. You only need to remember that Jesus is already carrying what feels too heavy for you tonight. Fear often grows louder in darkness, but the love of God remains stronger than the darkness surrounding you. His peace reaches deeper than your anxiety. His presence remains closer than every fearful thought inside your mind. You are not forgotten tonight. Your prayers still matter. Your tears still matter. Your weary heart still matters deeply to God. And even now heaven sees every silent struggle you carry. As your breathing becomes slower, let every anxious thought drift farther away. You do not need to rehearse every possible problem anymore. You do not need to carry tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. Tonight can simply become a place of rest and peace for your soul. Jesus remains faithful even during uncertain seasons. His compassion does not disappear when your heart feels afraid. His love remains steady during every storm, and little by little His peace can begin calming your soul tonight. Perhaps life has felt emotionally heavy lately. Perhaps stress has been draining your energy for a very long time. Perhaps your heart has quietly become exhausted from always trying to stay strong. But dear friend, God sees how tired you are, and His heart toward you is still full of gentleness and mercy. The night is becoming softer now. Your thoughts can become softer too. Your heart does not need to remain tense anymore, because Jesus is here in this quiet moment, bringing comfort to weary hearts and rest to anxious souls. You are safe tonight. You are deeply loved tonight. And you do not have to carry fear alone anymore. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for staying close to us when fear and worry feel overwhelming. Thank you for understanding every anxious thought and every burden hidden inside our hearts. Please calm our minds tonight. Bring peace where fear has lived for too long. Help us trust you with the future, and remind us that we are never alone. Surround this night with your comfort, protection, and gentle peace, and let every tired soul rest safely in your presence. Amen. As this peaceful night continues, let your soul grow quieter with every slow breath. Let the worries of the day begin fading into the background, because right now you do not need to carry every fear anymore. You can simply rest here in the gentle presence of Jesus, safe, calm, and deeply cared for by God. Sometimes fear enters the heart so slowly that people barely notice how much it has affected them. Little by little, anxiety begins shaping their thoughts, shaping their sleep, shaping the way they look at tomorrow, until even quiet moments feel heavy inside. But tonight God wants your weary soul to experience something different. He wants you to experience peace. Not temporary comfort that disappears quickly, but deep peace that reaches into the center of your heart. Peace that reminds you that your life is still held safely in the hands of God even when everything feels uncertain around you. Maybe there are situations in your life right now that feel beyond your control. Perhaps you are carrying stress about money, family, relationships, health, or responsibilities that continue growing heavier every day. And maybe your mind has become exhausted from trying to figure everything out alone. But dear friend, Jesus never asked you to carry life without His help. Tonight you can slowly release the pressure of needing to solve every problem immediately. You can stop preparing your heart for every possible worst-case scenario, because God is already present within the future you are afraid of. The human heart becomes tired when it lives too long in fear. The mind keeps racing, sleep becomes difficult, peace begins feeling distant. But even now the love of Christ is gently reaching toward every anxious place inside you. Take another slow breath now. Feel your chest rise and fall peacefully. Let your body sink more deeply into rest. Let your thoughts become softer, calmer, slower. Because this moment is not meant for panic. This moment belongs to peace. Jesus understands what it feels like to carry sorrow, pressure, and emotional pain. He understands fragile hearts completely, and His compassion toward you tonight remains full of gentleness, patience, and mercy. Maybe there are nights when you feel emotionally alone, moments when nobody truly understands the hidden stress inside your mind, moments when fear quietly follows you into the darkness. But God sees every silent battle, every hidden burden, every restless thought that keeps your soul awake. And still He stays near. His love does not disappear when your heart feels overwhelmed. His presence does not leave during difficult seasons. In fact, many people discover the deepest comfort of Jesus during nights when they feel weakest and most exhausted. Fear often convinces people they are alone. It whispers that nobody sees their pain. Nobody understands their struggle. Nobody notices how tired they really are. But heaven sees you clearly tonight. God knows every detail of your heart, and His care for you has never weakened. You do not need to hide your fears from Him. You do not need to pretend to be stronger than you really feel, because Jesus already understands every emotion you carry inside. As the room around you grows quieter, let your soul become quieter too. Allow every anxious thought to loosen its grip little by little. There is no need to keep replaying every worry in your mind tonight. There is no need to keep carrying tomorrow before it arrives. God has already been faithful through every difficult season you survived before, even during moments when you thought you would not make it through. His mercy continued carrying you quietly day after day, and tonight that same faithful love still surrounds your life. Maybe your heart has grown tired from waiting for answers, waiting for healing, waiting for peace to finally return again. But dear friend, waiting does not mean God has abandoned you. Silence does not mean He stopped caring. His presence often works quietly in ways the human heart cannot immediately see. Tonight you can rest without having every answer. You can sleep without controlling every outcome, because your future remains safely held within the hands of God. The peace of Jesus moves gently through tired souls, calming fear, softening emotional pain, bringing rest to overthinking minds, and slowly teaching anxious hearts how to breathe again. Perhaps your mind has spent too much time focused on what could go wrong. Perhaps fear has made your heart feel constantly tense and guarded. But tonight the presence of Christ is inviting your soul to release that heaviness and enter into peace instead. You are allowed to rest tonight. You are allowed to stop striving tonight. You are allowed to breathe deeply again. The love of God is not fragile. It does not disappear when life becomes difficult. It remains steady through uncertainty, through emotional exhaustion, through sleepless nights, and through every storm the heart experiences. Jesus still speaks peace over fearful hearts today, just as he always has. His voice still calms anxious souls. His presence still comforts weary people, and even now his peace is slowly filling this quiet moment around you. Maybe you have spent so much time carrying responsibility that your soul forgot how to feel safe. Maybe fear became such a constant companion that true peace now feels unfamiliar. But dear friend, your heart was never created to live trapped in constant anxiety. God created your soul for peace, trust, rest, and hope. As your breathing becomes slower again, let every fearful thought drift farther away. Imagine every burden gently leaving your hands and resting safely with Jesus instead, because you no longer need to carry everything alone tonight. The future does not need to terrify you right now. Tomorrow is already known by God. His wisdom already reaches ahead of you. His love will still be there when the morning comes, and His mercy will continue carrying you one day at a time. You are not forgotten in your waiting. You are not abandoned in your fear. You are not invisible in your exhaustion. Jesus remains near to you even now, calm, patient, and full of peace. As sleep slowly begins drawing closer, let your body feel heavier and more relaxed. Let your heartbeat become steadier. Let your thoughts soften into stillness, because tonight your soul is being gently covered by the peace and comfort of Christ. The night is slowly becoming deeper now, and as the quietness settles around you, let your soul settle too. Let every breath become slower, softer, calmer, because you do not need to carry fear through this night anymore. Jesus is already here beside you, surrounding your weary heart with peace and gentle comfort. Maybe today felt emotionally heavy in ways nobody else could fully see. Maybe you spent the entire day trying to stay strong while quietly feeling overwhelmed inside. Maybe your thoughts kept racing from one worry to another without ever truly resting. But tonight God is inviting your tired soul to let go for a little while. You do not need to have every answer tonight. You do not need to solve every problem before sleeping. You do not need to keep carrying tomorrow before tomorrow even arrives, because the love of Jesus is already holding the future that frightens you. Fear has a way of making the heart feel exhausted. It fills the mind with endless what-if thoughts. It keeps people awake long after the day has ended. It slowly steals peace from the soul. But even now the presence of God is stronger than every anxious thought trying to overwhelm your heart tonight. As you rest quietly here, let your body relax more deeply. Release the tension from your shoulders. Unclench your hands. Allow the muscles in your face to soften, because this moment does not belong to stress anymore. This moment belongs to peace. Jesus understands how difficult life can sometimes feel. He understands emotional exhaustion, uncertainty, disappointment, loneliness, and hidden fear, and his response toward weary people has always been compassion, never shame, never rejection, only love, gentleness, and peace. Maybe there are situations in your life that still feel unresolved. Maybe there are prayers you have waited a long time to see answered. Maybe your heart has quietly become tired from hoping for things that still have not changed. But dear friend, God's silence is not the same as his absence. Even in waiting seasons he remains near. Sometimes the soul becomes weary from carrying invisible burdens for too long. People continue functioning every day while secretly feeling emotionally drained inside. They become used to surviving instead of truly resting. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your heart that you no longer need to carry everything alone. Take another slow breath now. Let the quietness around you become comforting instead of fearful. Let your mind stop racing for a little while, because the peace of Christ is slowly calming every restless place within you. The world often teaches people to constantly prepare for the worst, to stay guarded, anxious, and emotionally tense. But the Spirit of God speaks differently to fearful hearts. He speaks peace, safety, trust, and rest to weary souls. Tonight you are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to breathe deeply. You are allowed to stop fighting every invisible battle for a little while, because God is already watching over you with love and mercy. Perhaps there are fears inside your heart that you rarely speak out loud. Fears about losing people you care about, fears about failure, fears about the future, fears about not being enough. But Jesus already sees every hidden fear within you, and still his love remains steady and unshaken. You do not need to earn his compassion tonight. His care for you is not based on perfection. He stays near to tired hearts simply because his love is endless and faithful. As the night continues becoming quieter, let every anxious thought slowly drift farther away. There is no need to replay every painful possibility inside your mind anymore. There is no need to keep carrying every burden by yourself. God never intended for your soul to live trapped in constant fear. He created your heart for peace, for hope, for trust, and for rest in his presence. And tonight his gentle peace is slowly surrounding every tired part within you. Maybe life has felt uncertain lately. Maybe too many responsibilities have been weighing heavily upon your shoulders. Maybe your heart has become exhausted from trying to stay strong for everyone else. But dear friend, God sees how tired you are, and his heart toward you remains patient, loving, and kind. The peace of Jesus is not loud or forceful. It moves softly through the soul like calm water flowing through a dry and weary place. It quiets fear, softens emotional pain, and slowly reminds anxious hearts that they are safe again. You are safe tonight. Safe to breathe slowly. Safe to release fear. Safe to rest deeply. The future does not need to frighten you right now. because tomorrow is already held safely within the wisdom of God. His presence will still be there when morning comes. His mercy will still carry you one step at a time, just as it always has before. Sometimes people forget how many difficult moments God already helped them survive. There were seasons when they thought they would completely fall apart, yet somehow His grace continued carrying them quietly day after day. And tonight that same grace still surrounds your life. Jesus has not forgotten you in your waiting. He has not abandoned you in your uncertainty. He has not stopped caring about the burdens inside your heart. Even now, while you lie here quietly listening in the darkness, His love remains near and faithful. Allow your breathing to become slower again. Let your heartbeat relax. Let your thoughts soften into stillness, because this night can become a place of healing and peace for your soul. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible worst outcome. You no longer need to carry every emotional burden into tomorrow. Tonight you can place those fears gently into the hands of Jesus and allow your weary heart to finally rest. The presence of God is already filling this room with calmness. His peace is already surrounding your mind. His comfort is already holding your soul, and little by little your heart can begin feeling lighter again. Maybe not every problem will disappear overnight, but tonight your soul can still experience peace even before life fully changes, because true peace comes from knowing that Jesus remains with you through every uncertain season. As sleep slowly draws near, may every fearful thought lose its power, may every anxious feeling become softer and quieter, and may the peace of Christ gently carry your heart into deep and peaceful rest tonight. You are loved deeply by God. You are not alone in this night, and His peace will continue holding you safely as you rest. Tonight, as the world grows still once again, let your heart slowly move into a deeper place of peace. Let your breathing become calm and steady. Let your mind rest from the noise and pressure it carried throughout the day, because Jesus is near to you right now, gentle, patient, and full of compassion for every tired part of your soul. Sometimes the greatest storms are not the ones happening outside around us. Sometimes the greatest storms happen quietly inside the heart, hidden beneath silence, hidden behind smiles, hidden beneath the weight of overthinking, fear, disappointment, and emotional exhaustion. And maybe tonight your soul feels tired from carrying one of those invisible storms for too long. Maybe your thoughts have been racing without rest lately. Maybe your heart has been carrying worries nobody else fully understands. Maybe there are emotions inside you that feel difficult to explain. But dear friend, Jesus understands every storm within you even when words cannot fully describe it. There were moments in Scripture when storms surrounded the disciples and fear overwhelmed their hearts. The waves grew violent, the wind became frightening, and everything felt out of control. But when Jesus spoke peace over the storm, calmness returned again. And even tonight His presence still speaks peace over anxious and weary hearts. The storms inside the human soul can feel exhausting. Fear keeps the mind awake. Sadness weighs heavily on the heart. Overthinking steals rest from the night. and slowly people begin feeling emotionally drained without realizing how deeply tired they have become. But tonight Jesus is gently inviting your soul into stillness again. Take a slow breath now. Let the quietness around you settle softly over your heart. Relax your shoulders. Loosen every tense part of your body, because there is no need to keep fighting every battle alone tonight. The love of God does not disappear during emotional storms. In fact, His presence often becomes most visible during the moments people feel weakest and most overwhelmed. When the soul feels fragile and exhausted, His peace quietly moves closer. Maybe life has felt uncertain lately. Maybe disappointment left wounds inside your heart that still ache sometimes. Maybe there are nights when loneliness feels heavier than usual, but Jesus sees every hidden pain you carry, every silent tear, every fearful thought, and His compassion toward you remains full and endless. You do not need to hide your emotions from God. You do not need to pretend your heart is stronger than it feels, because Jesus already understands the exhaustion within your soul, and still He remains near with gentleness and mercy. Sometimes people spend so much time trying to survive emotionally that they forget what true peace feels like. They become used to tension, used to worry, used to carrying invisible pressure every single day. But tonight God is reminding your weary heart that peace is still possible. Not fake peace that ignores pain, but deep peace that gently carries the soul through difficult seasons. Peace that remains steady even when life feels uncertain. Peace that slowly calms the storm inside the heart. As the night continues becoming quieter, allow every anxious thought to loosen its grip little by little. You do not need to replay every painful memory anymore. You do not need to imagine every possible worst outcome, because Jesus is already present within the storm you are afraid of tonight. Fear often convinces people they are alone in their struggle. It whispers that nobody truly understands what they carry inside. But heaven sees your heart clearly tonight. God notices every hidden burden that others never see, and His love for you has not changed. Maybe your soul feels emotionally tired from trying to stay strong for too long. Maybe you became so focused on helping everyone else that you forgot your own heart also needed rest. But dear friend, your soul matters deeply to God too. Your peace matters. Your healing matters. Your quiet tears matter. Jesus never rejected weary people. He welcomed them, comforted them, and gently reminded them they did not need to carry life alone. And tonight His presence is still offering that same peace to your tired heart. Take another slow breath now. Feel your body relaxing more deeply. Feel your thoughts becoming softer, calmer, slower, because this moment belongs to peace now. Not fear, not pressure, not emotional exhaustion. There are nights when people lie awake replaying old memories, thinking about painful conversations, wondering if life will ever feel lighter again. But tonight you do not need to carry the weight of the past into every future moment. God is still able to bring healing into wounded places within the soul. The peace of Jesus moves gently through the heart. It does not rush or force. It quietly calms anxiety, softens sorrow, and slowly reminds weary people that they are still safe within the care of God. Perhaps there are parts of your story that still hurt deeply. Perhaps there are disappointments that change the way you see life. Perhaps fear slowly taught your heart to stay guarded all the time. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your soul that His love is still trustworthy, still faithful, still near. You are not forgotten tonight. You are not invisible in your pain. You are not abandoned in your exhaustion. The presence of God remains with you even here in this quiet room. Even during this difficult season, even while your heart still feels fragile sometimes. As your breathing becomes slower again, let every fearful thought drift farther away. Let every heavy emotion become lighter little by little, because you no longer need to carry every storm alone. Jesus still speaks peace over troubled hearts. His voice still calms anxious souls. His presence still brings rest to weary minds. And tonight His peace is slowly surrounding you like gentle waves of comfort and healing. Maybe life has not turned out the way you expected. Maybe the road became harder than you imagined. But dear friend, God has not stopped walking beside you. Even during painful seasons His mercy has continued carrying you quietly day after day. Tonight can become a moment of release for your soul, a moment where fear no longer controls every thought, where anxiety no longer fills every quiet space, where the storm inside your heart slowly begins calming in the presence of Jesus. You do not need perfect strength tonight. You only need rest, and the peace of Christ is already moving gently through this moment, calming your breathing, quieting your thoughts, and comforting every tired place inside you. Soon your eyes may begin feeling heavier. Soon your body may begin sinking more deeply into rest. Soon your thoughts may become quieter and softer, and as sleep slowly draws near, may the gentle peace of Jesus continue holding your heart safely through the night. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank You for staying close to us during emotional storms and difficult nights. Thank You for understanding every hidden fear, every anxious thought, and every tired place within our hearts. Please calm the storms inside us tonight. Bring peace to restless minds, comfort to hurting souls, and healing to weary hearts. Help us rest safely in Your loving presence, and let Your gentle peace remain with us throughout this night. Amen. As this quiet night continues surrounding you, let your soul move even deeper into peace. Let every slow breath remind your heart that you are safe here in the presence of God. You do not need to keep fighting every invisible battle tonight, because Jesus is already near, calm, gentle, and full of compassion for your weary soul. Sometimes the storms people carry are completely hidden from the outside world. Nobody sees the overthinking, the silent fears, the emotional exhaustion, the sadness quietly resting behind tired eyes. And maybe tonight your heart feels worn down from carrying too much for too long. But dear friend, Jesus sees every storm inside you clearly. He understands the nights when your thoughts refuse to slow down. He understands the moments when anxiety quietly fills the mind with fear and uncertainty. He understands emotional pain that words cannot fully explain, and still His presence remains loving and patient toward you. Maybe there are things in life that left your heart feeling disappointed. Perhaps there were prayers that seemed unanswered, relationships that hurt deeply, or seasons that slowly drained your hope. But even now God has not stopped walking beside you. His love still remains steady through every difficult chapter of your story. The storms inside the soul can sometimes feel endless. Fear rises like waves. Worry keeps returning. Sadness lingers quietly in the background. And over time the heart becomes tired from constantly trying to stay strong. But tonight Jesus is gently speaking peace over your weary mind. Take another slow breath now. Let the tension in your body soften. Let your shoulders relax more deeply. Let your heartbeat slow down. Because you do not need to carry the full weight of life in this moment anymore. The peace of Christ does not depend on perfect circumstances. It does not disappear when life becomes difficult. True peace can still exist even while the storm has not fully passed yet, because real peace comes from knowing that God remains near through every storm. Maybe your heart has been afraid to truly rest lately. Maybe fear taught your soul to stay constantly alert, constantly worried, constantly preparing for something painful to happen. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your spirit that you are safe in His care. You are allowed to breathe deeply again. You are allowed to slow down tonight. You are allowed to stop carrying every fear by yourself. There are moments when people feel emotionally exhausted from overthinking everything, replaying painful memories, worrying about the future, questioning themselves constantly, and slowly the mind becomes overwhelmed from never truly resting. But dear friend, your soul was never created to live trapped inside endless fear. God created your heart for peace, for trust, for hope, and for rest within His presence. And tonight His gentle love is slowly calming every anxious place within you. Jesus often brought peace into situations that felt impossible. Fearful hearts became calm, weary souls found comfort, storms became still, and even now His peace still reaches people during sleepless nights filled with worry and emotional exhaustion. Maybe there are wounds inside your heart that still ache quietly. Maybe certain memories still hurt when they return to your mind. Maybe loneliness has felt especially heavy lately, but Jesus moves toward hurting hearts with compassion, never away from them. You do not need to hide your struggles from Him tonight. He already sees every tear you never showed anyone, every burden you tried carrying silently, every moment your heart quietly felt overwhelmed. And still His love remains steady and faithful. As this peaceful night continues, imagine every fearful thought slowly drifting farther away. Imagine every heavy burden becoming lighter little by little, because the presence of God is already surrounding this moment with calmness and comfort. Fear often tries to convince people that peace will never return again, but fear does not tell the truth, because Jesus is still able to calm storms inside the human soul. He is still able to restore peace to anxious hearts, and He is still able to bring rest to weary minds tonight. Maybe life has forced you to stay strong for a very long time. Maybe you became so used to surviving that resting now feels unfamiliar. But dear friend, you do not always need to stay in survival mode. Your heart also deserves gentleness, healing, and peace. The love of God is not harsh toward tired people. His mercy is soft, patient, and full of understanding, and tonight His presence is gently holding every fragile place within your soul. Take another slow breath now. Feel the calmness moving through your body. Feel your thoughts becoming quieter. Feel the safety of this moment, because Jesus remains with you even here in the silence of this night. The future does not need to control your peace tonight. Tomorrow is already known by God. His wisdom already reaches ahead of you, and His mercy will still carry you when morning comes. You do not need to carry every unanswered question right now. You do not need to understand every difficult situation before resting, because God's presence is already enough to hold your weary soul tonight. Sometimes healing begins quietly, slowly, gently, like soft rain falling during the night, and perhaps tonight peace is already beginning to grow inside your heart little by little, even if you cannot fully feel it yet. Jesus has not forgotten your pain. He has not overlooked your tears. He has not abandoned you during this difficult season. His love still surrounds your life even now. As your breathing becomes slower again, let your heart rest more deeply. Let your mind stop racing. Let every anxious thought lose its power little by little, because tonight the storm inside your soul does not need to control you anymore. The peace of Christ is stronger than fear, stronger than overthinking, stronger than emotional exhaustion. And even now His gentle presence is quietly bringing rest to your heart. Soon your eyes may begin feeling heavier, your body may become softer and more relaxed, your thoughts may slowly fade into stillness, and as sleep gently draws near, may the calming presence of Jesus continue holding your soul safely through the night. You are deeply loved tonight. You are safe tonight. And you are never alone within the storms of life. The night has become very quiet now, and as the darkness gently surrounds the world outside, let your heart slowly enter a deeper place of rest. Let your breathing become calm and peaceful. Let every heavy thought begin fading softly into the background, because Jesus is still here beside you, watching over your weary soul with gentleness and love. Sometimes the storms inside the heart feel stronger than anything happening around us. People carry hidden fears, emotional pain, disappointment, loneliness, and exhaustion while trying to appear fine on the outside. And over time the soul quietly becomes tired from carrying so much alone. But tonight you no longer need to hold every burden by yourself. Jesus understands every storm that rises inside your mind. He understands nights when anxiety feels loud, when fear keeps replaying worst-case scenarios, when sadness quietly settles into the heart, and still His presence remains calm, patient, and full of compassion toward you. Maybe life has felt emotionally overwhelming lately. Maybe too many responsibilities have been resting upon your shoulders. Maybe your heart has been exhausted from trying to stay strong through difficult seasons. But dear friend, God's love has not left you in the middle of this storm. Even now His peace is still reaching toward every tired place inside your soul. Take another slow breath now. Let your shoulders relax more deeply. Let your hands loosen gently. Let the muscles in your face soften. Because this moment is not meant for fear anymore. This moment belongs to peace and rest in the presence of God. The human heart becomes weary when it spends too long carrying fear alone. Thoughts race endlessly. Sleep becomes difficult. Emotions feel heavy. And slowly people forget what true calmness feels like. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your soul that peace is still possible. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because His presence remains steady through every storm. There were moments in Scripture when the disciples felt terrified while storms surrounded them. Waves crashed violently around the boat, fear filled their hearts, and everything felt completely out of control. But when Jesus spoke peace into the storm, calmness returned, and even now His voice still brings peace to fearful hearts during long restless nights. Maybe your mind has been carrying too many worries lately, worries about the future, worries about people you love, worries about things you cannot fully control. But tonight you can slowly release those fears into the hands of God, because tomorrow is already known by Him. The future does not surprise Jesus. The uncertainty that frightens you tonight is already seen clearly by His loving eyes, and His mercy will continue walking beside you step by step no matter what tomorrow brings. As the room around you remains still and quiet, let your soul become still too. Allow every anxious thought to slowly lose its power. There is no need to replay every painful memory tonight. There is no need to prepare your heart for every possible fear. Jesus is already with you here in this moment, and His peace is stronger than the storm within you. Maybe your heart has been carrying silent wounds for a long time, wounds from disappointment, rejection, grief, loneliness, or emotional exhaustion, and perhaps you became so used to surviving that you forgot your soul also needed gentleness and rest. But dear friend, your weary heart matters deeply to God. He sees every hidden tear nobody else noticed, every moment when your mind felt overwhelmed, every night when your heart quietly felt exhausted, and still His love remains steady and faithful toward you. The peace of Christ does not rush people. It moves softly through the soul like calm water flowing gently through dry and weary places, slowly quieting fear, slowly softening pain, slowly reminding anxious hearts that they are safe again. Tonight you do not need perfect strength. You do not need perfect faith. You only need to rest in the loving presence of Jesus one breath at a time. Take another slow breath now. Feel your heartbeat becoming calmer. Feel your body resting more deeply. Feel the tension slowly leaving your thoughts, because the presence of God is already surrounding this room with peace and comfort. Fear often tries to convince people they are completely alone in their struggle, but heaven has never stopped seeing you. God still understands every hidden burden inside your heart, and His compassion for you has never grown smaller. Perhaps life has become emotionally draining lately. Perhaps too many storms arrived one after another. Perhaps your soul quietly became tired from always trying to hold everything together. But tonight Jesus is gently inviting you to stop carrying those storms alone. You are safe to rest now. Safe to slow down. Safe to let go of fear little by little. The love of God remains steady even during uncertain seasons. His peace remains available even during sleepless nights, and His presence continues surrounding your life even while your heart still feels fragile sometimes. As your breathing grows slower again, let every fearful thought drift farther away. Let every heavy emotion become lighter, because tonight your soul is being gently covered by the calm and healing peace of Christ. Maybe not every storm will disappear overnight, but your heart can still experience peace in the middle of the storm, because Jesus remains inside the storm with you, steady, faithful, and full of mercy. You do not need to fear the night ahead. You do not need to carry tomorrow right now, because God's love is already holding what feels uncertain to you tonight. Soon your eyes may begin feeling heavier, your body softer, your thoughts quieter, and as sleep slowly draws near, may the presence of Jesus continue calming every restless place within your soul. You are deeply loved by God tonight. You are not forgotten in your pain. And you are never alone within the storms of life. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for staying close to us during every storm inside our hearts. Thank you for understanding every fear, every anxious thought, and every burden we carry quietly within us. Please calm the storms inside our minds tonight. Bring peace to weary souls, healing to wounded hearts, and comfort to every lonely place within us. Help us rest safely in your loving presence, and let your gentle peace continue holding us throughout this night. Amen. Tonight, as the quietness of the night gently settles around you, let your heart begin resting more deeply in the love of God. Let every slow breath remind your soul that you are not alone. You are still being watched over with tenderness, mercy, and peace by Jesus, who remains near to you even now. Sometimes people become so used to carrying pressure and emotional exhaustion that they forget what it feels like to truly feel safe again. Life moves quickly, responsibilities grow heavier, worries continue filling the mind, and slowly the heart begins living in constant tension. But tonight Jesus is inviting your weary soul into a quieter place, a place of calmness, safety, and rest. You do not need to stay guarded every moment tonight. You do not need to keep preparing yourself for every possible fear, because the presence of God is already surrounding you gently like a quiet shelter during the night. Maybe life has felt uncertain lately. Maybe your heart has been carrying burdens nobody fully understands. Maybe there are nights when loneliness feels especially heavy. But dear friend, even during seasons where life feels fragile and difficult, God has never stopped staying close beside you. His love remains faithful through every quiet tear, every anxious thought, every hidden fear, and every long restless night. Take a slow breath now. Feel your body relaxing against the bed beneath you. Let your shoulders soften. Let your hands rest peacefully. Let your mind slowly loosen its grip on worry. because this moment belongs to peace now. The love of Jesus is gentle toward tired hearts. He does not come with pressure or harshness. He comes with compassion, understanding, and calmness that slowly comforts the soul. And tonight His peaceful presence is resting over you. Perhaps there were moments recently when you felt emotionally alone, moments when you wished someone truly understood how heavy your heart had become, but heaven already sees every hidden burden you carry, and God's compassion toward you remains full and endless. You are not invisible in your exhaustion. You are not forgotten in your sadness. You are deeply cared for by God tonight. Sometimes people fear slowing down because silence allows emotions to rise to the surface. Fears become louder, memories return, worries begin filling the mind again. But tonight let the silence become something different. Let it become a peaceful place where your soul remembers that Jesus is still near. His presence is not distant from you tonight. He remains close during every uncertain season, every difficult moment, every emotional storm. And even now His peace is quietly calming the hidden places inside your heart. The human soul becomes tired when it spends too much time carrying fear and responsibility alone. But you were never created to live without the comfort of God's presence beside you. His love was always meant to become a resting place for weary hearts. As the night continues becoming softer and quieter, allow your breathing to slow even more. Let every anxious thought drift farther away little by little. There is no need to solve every problem tonight. There is no need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. Jesus already understands the future that worries you. His wisdom already reaches the places your heart cannot yet see clearly, and His mercy will continue guiding you one step at a time. Maybe your soul has been longing for rest for a very long time, not only physical sleep, but deep inner peace, the kind of peace that calms overthinking, quiets fear, and reminds the heart that it is finally safe again. And tonight the peace of Christ is gently surrounding your life. You do not need to earn God's love through perfection. He does not stay close only when you feel strong. His compassion remains steady even during your weakest moments, even during nights when your heart feels emotionally exhausted and fragile. Take another slow breath now. Feel your heartbeat becoming calmer. Feel the tension slowly leaving your body. Feel the safety of this quiet moment, because the presence of Jesus is filling this room with peace. Perhaps there are fears you still carry quietly within you, fears about the future, fears about failure, fears about loss, fears about things beyond your control. But tonight you can gently place those fears into the hands of God, because His love is stronger than every fear surrounding your heart. The peace of Jesus does not disappear when life becomes difficult. It remains steady through uncertainty, through grief, through waiting seasons, and through long nights when the soul feels weary and overwhelmed. Fear often tells people they must stay alert all the time, constantly worried, constantly preparing for pain. But the Spirit of God speaks differently to tired hearts. He softly reminds them they are safe enough to rest. Tonight you are safe to breathe deeply again. Safe to slow down. safe to let your heart rest. God is still watching over you while the night grows darker outside. His mercy has not left you. His love has not become smaller. His peace still remains near to every tired place inside your soul. As your thoughts continue becoming quieter, imagine every burden slowly growing lighter in the presence of Jesus. Imagine every fearful thought drifting farther away, because tonight your soul no longer needs to carry every storm alone. Sometimes healing begins quietly during moments exactly like this, slow, peaceful moments where the heart finally stops fighting long enough to rest in the comfort of God. And perhaps tonight your soul is already beginning to heal little by little through His gentle presence. Jesus understands every hidden exhaustion within you, every emotional wound, every silent prayer, every moment when your heart quietly felt overwhelmed, and still He remains beside you with patience and love. You are not abandoned tonight. You are not carrying life alone tonight. And you are deeply protected by the peace of God. As sleep slowly draws nearer, let your body rest more heavily, let your breathing become softer, let your thoughts fade into stillness, because the love of Jesus is gently holding your soul through this quiet night. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for surrounding us with your peace and protection tonight. Thank you for staying near during moments when our hearts feel tired, anxious, and overwhelmed. Please calm every fearful thought within us. Bring rest to weary souls. Comfort every lonely heart, and remind us that we are always safe within your loving presence. Help us release every burden into your hands and sleep peacefully under your care tonight. Amen. As the night continues growing quieter around you, let your soul continue resting more deeply in the gentle love of God. Let every slow breath calm your heart a little more, because tonight you do not need to carry every burden alone. Jesus is still here beside you, peaceful, faithful, and full of compassion for your weary soul. Sometimes people become emotionally exhausted without fully realizing how deeply tired they are. They spend so much time helping others, carrying responsibilities, worrying about the future, and trying to stay strong that they slowly forget what true rest even feels like anymore. But tonight God is gently reminding your heart that you were never meant to live without peace. You were created to rest safely in His presence, to breathe without fear, to know that even when life feels uncertain, His love remains steady and close beside you. Maybe there are nights when your thoughts become especially heavy, nights when loneliness quietly fills the room, nights when memories return and emotions feel difficult to escape. But dear friend, even during those quiet and painful moments, Jesus remains near to you with gentleness and understanding. He sees every hidden burden nobody else notices, every anxious thought you keep inside, every silent fear resting quietly within your heart, and still His compassion toward you has never changed. Take another slow breath now. Let your shoulders relax more deeply. Let your body feel heavier against the bed beneath you. Allow every tense thought to slowly soften, because this moment is safe, peaceful, and fully held within the care of God. The world often teaches people to keep pushing through exhaustion, to stay busy, to ignore the weariness inside the soul. But Jesus speaks differently to tired hearts. He gently invites them into rest, into stillness, into peace that quiets both the mind and the spirit. Tonight you do not need to prove your strength. You do not need to carry every responsibility perfectly, because God's love for you does not depend on how much you accomplish. His care remains faithful even when your heart feels weak and exhausted. Perhaps life has felt emotionally draining lately. Perhaps certain situations have left your soul feeling fragile and overwhelmed. Perhaps fear about tomorrow has been stealing your peace little by little. But tonight the presence of Jesus is gently calming those fearful places within you. You are safe here. Safe to slow down. Safe to rest deeply. The peace of Christ is not rushed or forceful. It moves quietly through weary hearts like calm water flowing through dry land, slowly softening fear, quieting anxious thoughts, and reminding tired souls that they are still deeply loved by God. Maybe your heart has been carrying questions without answers. Maybe there are situations in your life you still cannot understand. But dear friend, even when life feels confusing, God's presence remains steady and trustworthy. You do not need to understand everything tonight in order to rest peacefully. You only need to remember that Jesus is still holding your life gently in His hands. As the room around you becomes still and silent, allow your soul to become still too. Release the pressure of needing to control everything. Release the fear of what tomorrow might bring, because the future is already safely known by God. Fear often makes the heart feel tense and restless, but the Spirit of God brings calmness, comfort, and safety to weary souls. And tonight His gentle peace is surrounding every anxious place inside you. Maybe you have spent too much time expecting disappointment, too much time preparing yourself for pain, too much time carrying emotional pressure alone. But tonight Jesus is reminding your soul that His love is stronger than every fear you carry. The love of God remains faithful through every season, through uncertainty, through emotional exhaustion, through loneliness, and through every long night when the heart feels tired and overwhelmed. You are not forgotten during difficult seasons. Heaven still sees every quiet prayer, every hidden tear, every burden resting heavily upon your heart tonight. Take another slow breath now. Feel your heartbeat becoming calmer. Feel your mind becoming quieter. Feel your body resting more deeply, because the presence of Jesus is already filling this night with peace and comfort. Sometimes healing begins in small quiet moments like this. Moments where the soul finally stops fighting long enough to rest safely in God's presence. And perhaps tonight your heart is already beginning to heal little by little. Jesus never turns away from weary people. He stays close to them, comforting them gently, reminding them they no longer need to carry life by themselves. And tonight His loving presence is still doing the same for your tired soul. Maybe there are parts of your story that still hurt deeply. Maybe certain wounds inside your heart have not fully healed yet. But God's peace is able to reach even the most fragile places within you. His compassion is patient. His mercy is gentle. and His love remains steady tonight. As your breathing continues slowing down, let every fearful thought become softer and more distant. Let every burden slowly rest in the hands of Jesus instead of your own, because you no longer need to carry everything alone through this night. The darkness outside does not mean God has left you. Even now while the world sleeps, His love continues watching over you quietly and faithfully. Soon your thoughts may begin fading into stillness, your eyes may feel heavier, your body more relaxed, and as sleep slowly draws near, may the peace of Christ continue wrapping your soul in comfort, safety, and deep rest. You are deeply loved tonight. You are protected tonight. And you are safely held within the gentle presence of God. The night is quiet now, and as the stillness gently surrounds you, let your soul continue resting more deeply in the peace of God. Let every breath slow your thoughts. Let every moment calm your heart a little more, because tonight Jesus is still near, watching over you with tenderness, mercy, and endless love. Sometimes people become so used to carrying emotional weight that they forget what it feels like to truly rest. They keep moving through life while quietly feeling exhausted inside. They continue smiling while their hearts feel heavy. They continue helping others while silently needing comfort themselves. But tonight God is gently inviting your weary soul into a place of safety and peace. You do not need to hold everything together right now. You do not need to keep carrying every fear alone, because the presence of Jesus is already surrounding this moment with calmness and comfort. Maybe life has felt uncertain lately. Maybe your heart has been tired from worrying about tomorrow. Maybe loneliness has quietly followed you into the night. But dear friend, God's love has never left your side. Even during difficult seasons, His compassion remains faithful and close. He sees every hidden burden you carry, every anxious thought resting inside your mind, every quiet tear nobody else noticed, and still His heart toward you remains patient, gentle, and full of peace. Take another slow breath now. Feel your body relaxing more deeply. Feel the tension slowly leaving your shoulders. Let your heartbeat become calmer, because tonight you are safe within the loving care of God. The peace of Christ is different from the temporary comfort the world offers. The world often fills people with noise and distraction, but Jesus brings deep rest to the soul itself. He quiets fear, calms anxious hearts, and reminds weary people that they no longer need to carry life alone. Perhaps your heart has been overwhelmed for a long time. Perhaps too many responsibilities and emotional struggles slowly drained your strength. Perhaps fear became so familiar that peace now feels difficult to imagine. But tonight God's presence is gently reminding your soul that true peace is still possible. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because Jesus remains with you through every uncertain moment. As the room around you grows softer and quieter, allow your mind to slow down too. There is no need to replay every painful memory tonight. No need to prepare yourself for every possible fear. No need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. God already sees the future clearly. His wisdom already reaches beyond every unknown situation worrying your heart, and His mercy will continue guiding you one step at a time just as it always has before. Sometimes people fear resting because silence makes hidden emotions rise to the surface. Sadness returns, loneliness feels heavier, old wounds begin aching again. But tonight let the quietness become a place of healing instead of fear. Let this peaceful moment remind your soul that Jesus is still close beside you. His love remains steady through every emotional storm, through every sleepless night, through every season where the heart feels fragile and exhausted. You are not forgotten in your waiting. You are not abandoned in your pain. You are deeply loved tonight. The human soul was never meant to carry endless pressure without rest. Your heart also deserves gentleness, healing, comfort, and peace. And tonight the presence of God is softly surrounding every tired place within you. Take another slow breath now. Let every anxious thought become lighter little by little. Let every fear slowly loosen its grip on your mind, because Jesus is already holding what feels too heavy for you tonight. Perhaps there are burdens you rarely speak about, fears you try to hide, emotions you struggle to explain, but heaven understands your heart completely. God notices every hidden struggle even when nobody else sees it. And still His compassion remains endless toward you. The love of Jesus does not disappear when you feel weak. His mercy does not grow smaller when life becomes difficult. His peace remains available even during nights when your soul feels overwhelmed and tired. Maybe you became so focused on surviving emotionally that you forgot your heart was created for peace too. But dear friend, God still wants your soul to experience calmness, trust, and rest within His presence. As this peaceful night continues, imagine every burden slowly resting in the hands of Jesus instead of your own. Imagine every fearful thought drifting farther away. Imagine your heart finally becoming lighter and quieter in the safety of God's love. The peace of Christ moves slowly and gently through weary hearts, calming overthinking, softening emotional pain, bringing comfort to lonely places within the soul. And even now His healing presence is quietly surrounding you. You are safe to rest tonight. Safe to let go of fear little by little. Safe to breathe deeply again. God is still watching over you while the world sleeps. His mercy still covers your life. His love still remains faithful. And His peace is still gently holding your soul through this quiet night. Maybe not every question has been answered yet. Maybe certain struggles still remain. But tonight your heart can still experience peace even in the middle of uncertainty, because Jesus remains steady when everything else feels fragile. As your breathing becomes slower again, let your eyes grow heavier, let your thoughts become softer, let your body rest more deeply, because the presence of God is filling this moment with calmness, comfort, and gentle peace. Soon sleep may quietly carry you into deeper rest, and as it does, may the love of Jesus continue protecting your heart, calming your mind, and surrounding your soul with safety throughout the night. You are protected tonight. You are comforted tonight. And you are never alone in the presence of God. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for surrounding us with your peace and protection tonight. Thank you for understanding every hidden fear and every burden inside our hearts. Please calm our anxious thoughts, comfort every lonely soul, heal every weary place within us, and help us rest safely in your loving presence. Remind us that your love never leaves us, and let your gentle peace continue covering us throughout this quiet night. Amen. Tonight the day is finally coming to an end. The noise is fading, the pressure is slowly becoming quieter, and now your soul can begin resting gently in the peaceful presence of Jesus. You do not need to keep carrying every burden from today anymore, because God is still with you here in this quiet moment. Maybe today felt long and exhausting. Maybe your heart became tired from responsibilities, conversations, worries, and emotions you never fully expressed. But tonight you can slowly let all of that go, little by little, breath by breath, because the love of God is gently inviting your soul into rest. As you lie here quietly, let your breathing become softer and slower, let your shoulders relax, let your body feel heavy against the bed beneath you, because there is nowhere you need to rush to now. This moment belongs to peace. Jesus understands the hidden weariness people carry at the end of the day. He understands how exhausting life can sometimes feel, how the mind becomes overwhelmed, how emotions quietly build inside the heart, and even now his compassion remains gentle toward every tired place within you. Perhaps there are things from today still lingering in your thoughts, conversations you keep replaying, worries about tomorrow, disappointments that still hurt quietly inside. But dear friend, tonight you do not need to solve everything before resting. You only need to remember that Jesus is still holding you with love and mercy. The world often teaches people to keep striving endlessly, to never slow down, to constantly worry about what comes next. But God gently reminds weary hearts that true peace is found in resting within His presence, trusting that His love remains faithful even during uncertain seasons. Take another slow breath now. Let every anxious thought begin drifting farther away. There is no need to carry today's pressure into the entire night, because Jesus is already caring for the things that feel too heavy for your soul tonight. Maybe your heart has felt emotionally exhausted lately. Maybe fear and overthinking quietly stole your peace day after day. But tonight God's presence is gently calming the storm inside your mind, reminding you that you are safe, loved, and never alone. The peace of Christ does not depend on perfect circumstances. It remains steady even during difficult seasons, even when life feels uncertain, even when the soul feels tired and fragile. And tonight that peaceful presence is surrounding you softly and faithfully. You are allowed to rest tonight. Allowed to breathe deeply. Allowed to stop carrying every burden alone. Sometimes people become so focused on surviving that they forget their hearts also need gentleness and comfort. They continue pushing through emotional exhaustion without realizing how deeply tired they truly are. But Jesus sees every hidden burden within you, every quiet fear, every unspoken sadness, and His love has never turned away from you. As the night continues becoming quieter, let your thoughts become quieter too. Let every worry slowly loosen its grip on your mind, because the future is already safely held within the wisdom of God. You do not need to fear tomorrow tonight. God's mercy will still meet you when the morning comes. His love will still remain faithful, and His peace will still continue carrying you one step at a time. Perhaps there are moments when loneliness feels heavy, moments when your heart quietly wonders if anyone truly understands what you carry inside. But heaven sees every hidden part of your story clearly, and Jesus remains near even during the most silent nights. His presence is not harsh or distant. It is calm, patient, and full of comfort for weary souls. And even now His peace is moving gently through every anxious place within you. Take another slow breath now. Feel your heartbeat becoming calmer. Feel the tension slowly leaving your body. Feel your thoughts becoming softer and lighter. Because this moment is safe, peaceful, and fully surrounded by the presence of God. The love of Jesus remains steady through every season of life, through disappointment, uncertainty, emotional exhaustion, grief, and fear. His compassion does not disappear when the heart feels weak. Instead, He moves even closer to tired souls who need rest. Maybe today was difficult in ways nobody else fully noticed. Maybe you smiled while quietly carrying emotional pain inside. Maybe you tried your best while secretly feeling exhausted. But dear friend, God saw every hidden struggle, and His heart toward you remains full of kindness tonight. You do not need perfect strength right now. You only need rest, and the peace of Christ is already surrounding your weary soul with calmness and safety. As sleep slowly begins drawing closer, let every fearful thought drift farther away. Let every burden slowly rest in the hands of Jesus instead of your own, because you no longer need to carry everything alone through the night. The darkness outside cannot separate you from the love of God. His presence remains with you even now, quietly watching over you while the world sleeps. Perhaps not every question in life has been answered yet. Perhaps certain wounds still need healing. But tonight your heart can still experience peace even in the middle of uncertainty, because Jesus remains faithful through every storm and every season. You are not forgotten tonight. You are deeply loved tonight. And you are safely held within the peace of God. As your eyes become heavier and your breathing slower, may the calm presence of Jesus continue filling this room with comfort and rest. May every anxious thought become silent, and may your soul sleep peacefully beneath the gentle care of God tonight. As this peaceful night continues gently surrounding you, let your soul rest even more deeply in the quiet presence of Jesus. The long day is over now, the noise is fading away, and for this moment you do not need to keep carrying every burden upon your shoulders anymore, because God is still here beside you, calm, loving, and full of peace. Maybe today left your heart feeling emotionally tired. Maybe your thoughts became heavy from stress, responsibilities, disappointments, or silent worries that nobody else fully noticed. But tonight you can slowly release those burdens little by little, because the love of God is already surrounding every weary place within your soul. Take a slow breath now. Let your body soften against the bed beneath you. Relax your shoulders. Loosen every tense thought inside your mind, because there is nowhere you need to rush to anymore tonight. This moment belongs to rest. Jesus understands the hidden exhaustion people carry after long, difficult days. He understands overthinking minds, anxious hearts, emotional loneliness, and silent fears that quietly follow people into the night. And even now his compassion toward you remains gentle and steady. Perhaps there are things from today still replaying inside your mind, conversations you wish had gone differently, worries about tomorrow, emotions you tried to hide from others. But dear friend, you do not need to carry all of those things into the night alone. Jesus is already holding what feels too heavy for your soul tonight. The peace of Christ is not temporary comfort that disappears quickly. It is deep, steady peace that remains present even when life still feels uncertain, even when the future feels unclear, even when the heart feels fragile and tired. Tonight his peace is gently covering your mind like soft, quiet rain, calming overthinking thoughts, slowing fearful emotions, and reminding your weary heart that you are safe in the care of God. Sometimes people become so used to emotional pressure that they forget what calmness even feels like. They continue carrying stress every single day until anxiety becomes normal. But your soul was never created to live trapped inside endless worry. God created your heart for peace, trust, hope, and rest within his presence. You are allowed to rest tonight. Allowed to stop striving tonight. Allowed to breathe deeply again. As the room around you grows quieter, let every anxious thought slowly drift farther away. There is no need to solve every problem before sleeping. No need to understand every unknown part of the future right now, because God already sees tomorrow clearly, and his love will still remain with you when morning comes. Maybe your heart has been carrying hidden sadness for a long time. Maybe certain wounds still ache quietly inside you. Maybe loneliness has made the nights feel heavier lately. But dear friend, heaven has not forgotten your pain. Jesus still sees every hidden burden you carry, and his compassion for you remains endless tonight. The love of God does not disappear during difficult seasons. His mercy remains faithful through every storm, every sleepless night, every moment when your soul feels emotionally exhausted. And tonight his presence is gently reminding you that you no longer need to carry life alone. Take another slow breath now. Feel your heartbeat becoming softer and calmer. Feel the tension slowly leaving your body. Let your thoughts become lighter little by little, because the peace of Christ is already filling this moment around you. Fear often tells people to stay guarded all the time, to expect disappointment, to prepare for pain. But the Spirit of God speaks differently to tired hearts. He softly whispers peace, safety, comfort, and rest into weary souls. Maybe life has become overwhelming lately. Maybe you have spent too much time trying to stay strong for everyone else. Maybe your own heart quietly became tired while helping others carry their burdens. But tonight Jesus is gently reminding your soul that your peace matters too. You do not need perfect strength to rest in God's presence. You only need willingness to let Him hold what feels too heavy for you tonight. As your breathing continues slowing down, imagine every burden slowly resting in the hands of Jesus instead of your own. Imagine every fearful thought becoming quieter and more distant, because His love is stronger than every fear surrounding your heart. Perhaps not every situation in your life has changed yet. Perhaps there are still unanswered questions and uncertain seasons ahead. But even now your soul can still experience peace, because true peace comes from knowing that Jesus remains beside you through every storm. The darkness outside does not mean God has left you. Even now, while the world sleeps, His loving presence continues watching over you quietly and faithfully. You are not invisible tonight. You are not abandoned tonight. You are deeply loved by God tonight. The peace of Christ moves gently through tired hearts, calming emotional storms, softening painful thoughts, bringing comfort to lonely places within the soul. And tonight that peaceful presence is wrapping around you like a quiet shelter during the night. Maybe your mind has been carrying too many worries about tomorrow, but dear friend, tomorrow is already safely held within the wisdom of God. His mercy will still meet you there, His love will still guide you there, and His peace will continue carrying you one step at a time. As your eyes slowly become heavier, let your soul move deeper into rest. Let every anxious thought fade into stillness, because tonight your heart is safely resting within the gentle care of Jesus. Soon sleep may quietly arrive, and as it does, may the love of God continue surrounding your room with peace, protection, comfort, and healing throughout this quiet night. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for staying close to us through every long and difficult day. Thank you for understanding every hidden fear and every burden within our hearts. Please calm our anxious thoughts tonight. Bring comfort to weary souls. Help us release every worry into your loving hands, and surround us with your peace and protection as we sleep. Remind us that your love never leaves us, and let every tired heart find deep rest within your gentle presence tonight. Amen. The night is growing softer now, and as the quietness gently fills the room around you, let your heart settle into a deeper place of peace. Let every slow breath remind your soul that you are no longer carrying this life alone, because Jesus is still near to you tonight, calm, faithful, and full of gentle love. The long day is finally ending. The pressure can slowly fade away now. The worries that filled your mind throughout the day no longer need to follow you into every moment of this night, because God's presence is already here, quietly surrounding your weary heart with comfort and rest. Maybe today felt emotionally exhausting in ways nobody else truly understood. Maybe you spent the day trying to appear strong while silently carrying stress, disappointment, sadness, or fear inside. But dear friend, Jesus saw every hidden burden your heart carried today, and His compassion toward you never once disappeared. Sometimes people become so focused on surviving that they forget how deeply tired their soul has actually become. They continue moving forward while their heart quietly longs for peace, safety, gentleness, and rest. And tonight God is lovingly inviting your weary soul into that peaceful place again. Take a slow breath now. Feel your body becoming heavier against the bed beneath you. Let your shoulders relax. Let the tension leave your muscles. Let your thoughts become softer and quieter little by little, because this moment belongs to peace now. You do not need to solve every problem tonight. You do not need to carry tomorrow before it arrives. You do not need to keep replaying every fear inside your mind, because Jesus is already holding the future that worries your heart. The peace of Christ is steady even when emotions feel unstable. His love remains faithful even when life feels uncertain, and His presence stays close even during nights when your soul feels overwhelmed and exhausted. Maybe your heart has been carrying hidden sadness for a long time. Maybe certain wounds still ache quietly inside you. Maybe loneliness has followed you through too many nights recently. But heaven has never stopped seeing your pain. God still understands every silent struggle within your heart tonight. You are not forgotten in your exhaustion. You are not abandoned in your fear. You are deeply loved by God right now. As the night continues becoming quieter, let your breathing become slower too. Let every anxious thought drift farther away, because you no longer need to hold every burden alone anymore. The world often teaches people to stay busy and distracted, but true peace is not found in endless noise. True peace is found in resting safely within the loving presence of Jesus, trusting that His mercy remains faithful through every season of life. Tonight you are safe to rest, safe to breathe deeply again, safe to let go of fear little by little. Perhaps there are situations in your life that still feel uncertain. Perhaps your mind has been overthinking the future constantly. Perhaps emotional pressure has slowly drained your strength day after day. But dear friend, God's wisdom already reaches beyond every unknown thing your heart is afraid of tonight. You do not need to fully understand tomorrow in order to rest peacefully tonight, because God's love will still be waiting for you when morning comes. His peace will still remain near, and His mercy will continue carrying you one step at a time. Take another slow breath now. Let your heartbeat calm down. Let your thoughts become lighter. Let your soul feel the quiet safety of this moment, because the presence of Jesus is already filling this room with comfort and peace. The love of God does not disappear during difficult seasons. His compassion does not grow weaker when your heart feels tired. Instead, He moves even closer to weary souls who need rest and healing. Maybe you spent too much time trying to stay strong for everyone else. Maybe you carried emotional burdens silently because you feared nobody would understand. But Jesus already understands every hidden fear, every lonely thought, every tired place within your soul. And still His heart toward you remains gentle and patient tonight. Fear often tries to convince people that peace will never fully return again, but fear does not tell the truth, because Jesus still calms anxious hearts, still comforts weary souls, and still brings deep rest to people during long quiet nights like this. As your breathing grows slower once more, imagine every burden gently resting in the hands of God instead of your own. Imagine every fearful thought becoming quieter and more distant, because tonight your soul is being safely held by the peace of Christ. Maybe not every question in your life has been answered yet. Maybe certain struggles still remain. But even now your heart can still experience calmness and rest, because true peace comes from knowing that Jesus remains near through every uncertain season. The darkness outside cannot separate you from the love of God. His presence remains with you while the world sleeps. His mercy still surrounds your life quietly and faithfully tonight. Soon your eyes may begin feeling heavier, your body softer, your thoughts calmer, and as sleep slowly draws near, may every anxious feeling fade into stillness beneath the gentle comfort of Jesus. You are safe tonight. You are protected tonight. And you are deeply loved by God tonight. May the peace of Christ continue holding your heart softly throughout this night, bringing calmness to your mind, healing to your soul, and deep peaceful rest to every tired part within you. Prayer. Lord Jesus, thank you for carrying us through this day and bringing us safely into this peaceful night. Thank you for understanding every hidden burden and every tired place inside our hearts. Please calm every anxious thought, comfort every weary soul, and help us release every fear into your loving hands tonight. Surround us with your peace, protection, and gentle presence as we sleep, and remind us that we are always safe within your faithful love. Amen.